Muscle Physiology by Brooke and Iqra. The skeletal muscle is made up of multiple muscle fibers that make up the fascicles, which are wrapped by the endomysium, which those are combined and then wrapped by the paramysium, which are then wrapped by the epimysium, which are attached to the tendon, then to a bone.
Let's take a closer look at the muscle fiber. The muscle fiber is made up of a sarcoplasmic reticulum, which regulates the calcium concentration. Those contain myofibrils, which are bundles of actin and myosin myofilaments within the muscle cells. Myosin are thick filaments with tails and heads that bind to actin, and actin are thin filaments of actin monomers with myosin head binding sites. These myofilaments are anchored to Z-disc at each end of a sarcomere, which are functional units of a striated muscle.
These muscle fibers go through a process of contraction called muscle contraction.
One of this process in the action potential in the motor neuron causes acetylcholine to release in the synaptic cleft or a neuromuscular junction.
Acetylcholine then binds with receptors on the cell membrane on muscle fibers, opening calcium channels.
Calcium is released into the muscle fiber, which then calcium is allowed to bind to troponin, which is a protein attached to tropomyosin.
Troponin shifts tropomyosin, which usually blocks the active sites on actin. Myosin's head attaches to actin, which allows it to go from ATP to ADP. Because of that, cross bridges then form on the active sites. The cross bridges pull actin over myosin, which is called a power stroke. After that, ATP attaches to myosin, therefore breaking the cross bridge. And then every time this breaks or splits, a new cross bridge is formed.
This all allows the sarcomere to become shorter.
This process will last until either ATP or calcium runs out due to contraction needs both to occur. Once this happens, then relaxation will occur. Calcium is pumped back into sarcoplasmic reticulum, therefore breaking the link of actin and myosin, which causes them to go back to resting.
Rigor mortis. When someone dies, their joints become stiff. This is called rigor mortis. This causes the body to be locked up and unable to be moved temporarily. Like before, calcium ions still flow into the muscle cells and promote the cross bridge between the actin and myosin, and the muscle fibers become shorter and shorter. But since ATP isn't produced in a dead body due to no oxygen, the muscles become locked in that position, causing rigor mortis. The actin and myosin fibers will stay locked until the body starts to decompose, because once the tissues start to decay, they will once again become relaxed.